Welcome everyone into another Bloker Joker podcast edition here, Champions League pre-match show, joined by Squid's Picks, me myself at Matt J _Lawrence on Twitter. Yeah, Cody, we're breaking down these two fixtures here. Some odd times right now in the world of football with coronavirus. You know, there's no fans here in Spain.
Yep.
Very interesting, Cody. Have you taken a look at the lineups yet?
Yeah, I've been looking them over. Just got back from the barber, got a nice haircut, but I'm here to break down the matches. First one I'm looking at really was Tottenham and Leipzig. Tottenham obviously lost 1-0 at home. They're going to go to Germany. They need a result here if they have any hopes of making it to the next round. Now, the injuries, obviously, it's well known, are a major issue. Bergwijn is injured as well. They're working with the makeshift shop over there in London.
Yeah.
I feel for Mourinho what he's looking at. It's not good. I mean, you're looking at, Lucas up top. He can do a job there. You've seen that last year at the Ajax. But who's he surrounded with? How's he going to score the ball? On the other side, Leipzig are very strong. They get Upamecano back, as you've touched on, probably the best defender in the Bundesliga. And they're bringing out Patrick Schick, and they're rolling out Timo Werner. They're going for it today at home.
Yeah. A lot of people are liking the under in this match this week, and I have to say I wouldn't be on the under for some reason. I think that Leipzig can score 2 or 3 on their own here, without a doubt. I mean, think back, Cody, to that first half in the first leg there. It was one-way traffic, wasn't it?
It was. It was until the second half hit and Jose realized he needed to get a goal, and they really completely dominated the fixture from there on out. I can kind of seeing it being locked up. I like the under. I'm one of those people. I like the under here because of what I think Tottenham are going to do defensively, their capabilities. With Mourinho, he's going to play classic Mourinho Champions League football where he's going to sit in and allow them to not score, especially on the road. This is where he parks the bus the most. Even when he needs his goal, he's going to look to counter. Leipzig is a team that likes to counter as well. I see some fiddling in the midfield. Key factor here is Nkunku for Leipzig. Coming off a match where I believe he had 3 or 4 assists a week or two ago. He's in red-hot form. With those 2 forwards in front of him, I look for him to be the key man here for Leipzig if they want to get a result here and win this match.
Yeah. Man, this one is, this is something that is a very – interesting in terms of the line movement on this one. I mean, Leipzig now at minus 200 basically everywhere you shop.
Yeah, I actually was going to touch on that. We were sitting together after the match wrapped. I think it was a week after the match. It was 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. We're at your place, and I took Leipzig at minus 127 because we foresaw this movement happening. I believe you took it as well. Did you?
Yes. Yep. We both have a little bit of minus 127 Leipzig in our pocket. I wish I would have put more on it. I didn't
move that heavily. So how would we know these injuries were going to happen? That Heung-min Son was going to injure, that Bergwijn was going to get injured.
Yep.
So, but
look at Tanganga. Look at Tanganga. Look at how much Mourinho. That is his new guy, man. To start him over, the likes of Sanchez and who else? Yeah, who's the lefty there again?
Is it Alderweireld or
Alderweireld is in
Vertonghen?
Yeah, Vertonghen. I mean, to go away from your tried and trusty vets there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing.
He's been playing this kid a lot recently. He's got a lot of pace. I'll give him that. He hasn't been bad for them. So,
yeah, but for pace, go with Sanchez. He's one of the quickest center halves that I've seen at least.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a huge Davison Sanchez fan.
Yeah, I'm assuming this guy's got to be just a better passer of the football if that's what he's doing. I mean, that's the only thing I can look at and say here.
Or he's trying to I believe he's still a teenager right now, so going into Germany is.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Tanganga. Oh man. Classic Tottenham. I hope Tottenham just get rolled over today.
He's 20. He's 20 years old. He kind of reminds me a little bit of a Joe Gomez, to be honest.
Yeah, well, with this Tottenham lineup, I was kind of hoping personally that they would play Dele Alli at striker because he's going to play as like a secondary striker anyways, but he's really playing at the number 10. I was hoping they would drop Lo Celso in the midfield and place a Dier because I think Eric Dyer I think he's horrible.
I think he's dire. He's in dire straits right
He's
now.
dire straits. He hopped into the stands last weekend. I mean, like, where's his mind at? I would rather see Lo Celso and Winks in the midfield. I think Lo Celso is very good at getting forward and distributing the ball around. Winks is a holding midfielder. That's the way they play him. And Ndombele has been ran over by the Mourinho bus, so he's out of the picture. And Lamela, I've never rated him very well. He's either on or he's off. So.
I want to pick on Lamela here. I think he's the bloker joker of this fixture right here. He is so overrated in my book. I can't believe that he continues to get this, kind of playing time, but it's because they're so injury depleted. He wouldn't be seeing this pitch. He is so weak on the ball, Cody. He has no end product, really. He's a decent dribbler in the middle of the park, but holy smokes, Cody. I think he's terrible.
And I can tell you what's going to happen today right now. You're going to see Leipzig on the right side of Leipzig. They have Klosterman, Mukiele, and Kunku is going to play out wide, and they're going to run those wings down Lamela and Sessegnon. Sessegnon is not a good defender. He's a glorified winger. That's what he is.
He's at best.
They're going to have so much joy on that side of the pitch today when you have Werner on the other side. That's going to be Timo Werner. That's going to be running through the channel there. I think that's really going to be dangerous, and I think that's where they'll do their damage today. Personally, I really like what Leipzig's rolling out. It's going to be a tough day for Jose. It's going to be a real tough day.
Well, what happens if Leipzig scores first here? And where does this game go? Is my thing. I think it only goes one way, and it goes to more Leipzig.
Yeah, well, the thing I don't want to happen here is what you saw last time out, where Leipzig got that 1-0 lead, and they decided to sit in, and it almost cost them. They are not a team that can just sit in and soak up pressure. That's not what they do. With Upamecano, maybe it's a different story. Maybe they're better off doing that, but they didn't do a great job soaking it up. Tottenham had a lot of chances that they just didn't take advantage of. So I think Leipzig being at home, they get a goal, they're going to go for another one to kill this thing off. They should.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they could catch them out on the break then, and that's where Leipzig is the most dangerous, is on the break. So
yeah,
if they score early, they make Tottenham kind of come out of that shell. It could get really, really ugly really fast here.
No, you're absolutely right. And the thing is too with that I want to touch on in this match. I don't know if we went over it. Like you said, Leipzig are officially at -200 on my book, which is they're at 170 earlier this morning when I was taking a look at it.
Yep.
Over-unders at 3 goals, evens on the over. Again, a lot of people are going with the under. I'm off of that. I like the under, but that's a tough spot. And then I
understand the under because I don't see Tottenham scoring really. They just struggle to put the ball in the net. I could see 1-0 here by Leipzig. The draw also has some value. You know that Leipzig, they don't need to win this match. A draw sees them go through. Mm-hmm. You see a pretty nice price on that right now here at DraftKings and Indy. The draw is +350.
Yeah, I couldn't take you off that. And the one thing I was really looking for as well, and this is I wouldn't put anybody off taking Tottenham +1.5 goals. I don't see them getting shelled. Like you said, and that's because I think it's going to be low scoring.
Yeah,
maybe a 2-1 Leipzig is really the way I see this one. That's the way I see it completely. So,
yeah, I don't think. I expect
2-0,
Mourinho to be able to put out something there that could, kind of stymie Leipzig here. But for me, really, all I've got in this one is I've got the small bet that I placed with you a couple of weeks ago, right when the lines dropped, -127 on Leipzig. I can't even talk really anyone into taking that at -200 now. Right. Total. I don't know. I'm going to be betting in game here, so I'll be sending out something probably in game or second half, because we will be back, folks, for a second half show. It's been great. Our last Cody, 3-4 halftime shows, we have been cashing tickets at a rapid pace.
Yeah,
and that's been the most fun. We normally get the most listeners going in there. Again, if anyone's in there, feel free to post a comment. But
yeah, so but the halftime bets, I'm pretty sure we've hit on every halftime we've played. At least we've made a profit on it. Like last time out, Bayern Munich, we doubled down on them, and there you go.
That was huge. Yeah, that was a banger there. Yeah, I guess I do. I also have the 3-team parlay here, but 2 of them go tomorrow. It's on the corners market here on DraftKings. And I've got Leipzig to have more corners than Tottenham in this match. It's the lowest odds of the 3. It's only minus 175. I just don't see. I think that Leipzig are going to be coming out there and they're going to be in full attack mode. And I just see that they'll have more possession and I don't know.
Unless it's more dangerous attacks than Tottenham will, and that's therefore more corners. Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. Yeah, unless Tottenham are pushing late, they're down 2 goals and whatnot, then maybe that could come back and maybe for like a backdoor blow on me. But that's really all I see there. Now let's take it on to this odd fixture, Cody. It really sucks. It pains us as fans, and it really hurts me as a handicapper. I feel like handicapping this match with no fans. Atalanta come into this tie. They are up 4-1. They took care of business in the first leg, a little bit naive in the latter stages of that first leg to allow an away goal and somewhat let Valencia back into the tie.
Yep.
We're 9 minutes and 30 seconds right now until start time here, Cody. Rapid fire. We've got to pick them basically. Atalanta are the favorites. No fans in the crowd. And we've got a posted total here of 3.25 roughly. So, and
it moved a bit.
Yeah. What are your thoughts here? Let me take a look at some of the lineups while you kind of.
Looking at this one, even before I saw the lineups, I liked a few things. One, like you said, Atalanta are obviously up in the aggregate. They're up, 4-1. They only play football one way. That's attacking. Yeah. I don't care if they're up 20-1. They're going to play one way. And they're going to look to kill this thing off away at the Mestalla. They're going to be going forward. I like Atalanta to pick them. I got it minus 117 posted on Twitter. I love that. Like, I really, really like that spot because you look at Valencia, they're without 3 center halves. They're without, goodness, sorry, I just had to pull up. They're without,
first and foremost, Coquelin is starting in center defense today. We know him from his Arsenal days. It's about as brutal as it gets. And, I mean, just to see him in this lineup, definitely, if you're an Atalanta backer, you love to see that. Your eyes light up a bit. For me here, Cody, I think you're on mute, maybe because the dog's still barking, but
yeah.
But, I don't know what to think on this game. Right now I'm just sitting on an Atalanta ticket to go through in this stage here, and that's pretty much all I've got today. So it's going to be in play for me. It's going to be second half. It's going to be diagnosing these as we go on, but I know that you love this fixture a couple different ways.
Yeah. So what I was saying, my dog, sorry, I lost it there, but so like you touched on, Francis Coquelin is going to be starting in the center half role. He's out of place there completely.
Yeah,
he can't do that. He can't organize the defense. He can't play on the back line. He's not big enough, and he can't read the game well enough from that kind of spot on the pitch. Ezekiel Garay is out. Another ex-Arsenal, Gabriel Paulista is out, and ex-Man City Mangala is out. Like, and they were without. They had Mangala last fixture, and they got 4 goals scored on him.
Well, yeah, because he sucks
too. Coquelin to come in there and do a better job than him, that's not going to happen. I mean,
probably not.
So I'm playing Atalanta at minus 117 to pick them, and I also got the over 3 goals at, I got to look it back up, at minus 128. It's at 3.25, like you said now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you missed the boat a bit on that one. But, man, I very strongly like those plays. Atalanta at the over 1.5 goals as well at minus 115. It was that was a couple hours ago. I'm sure it's probably at 125, 130 now. Love that play.
That looks pretty good. I have to admit, like you touched on, Cody. I think the best comment that you've made thus far is Atalanta only know how to play one way.
Mm-hmm.
It scored 70 goals in Italy thus far this season. They're averaging like 2.75 goals a game, and now you're going to get a Valencia side that is not fully fit and ready for this. No fans in the stadium, Cody. You really just talked me into a bet here. You really did. I mean, Atalanta team total looks really good.
Yeah, you can't. How are you not going to take that, honestly, if you're looking at it? A lot of books can't get it. That's why I don't put it on Twitter. I pretty much post plays that you can get on any book. That's why I posted it. I just take totals, winners, the spread.
Yeah.
But I can't talk you off that if you can get it. I'll be playing that as well when match starts. But and looking at that, you have Papu Gomez up top with Ilicic. Ilicic is 31, 32 years old in the twilight of his career, and he's had a resurgence this year. He's got it's like 20 goals and 8 assists this year in Serie A. That is unbelievable at that age from a guy who's bounced around mid to lower table Italian teams for his career to come here in Atalanta in the Champions League and look to make his mark. I love Atalanta's side, and Valencia are not a very good team. They're just not a good team.
They're not. And here's kind of one thing that I want to key in. I'm locking this in right now. I found it. DraftKings Indianapolis, Atalanta team total over 1.5 goals at minus 121 right now. I'm on it. I'm going to take it for 1 unit. And here's why, too, is because when you think about there's, no fans in the stadium right now, and then you do put in that makeshift center half that is Coquelin, who doesn't know how to organize a defense like you touched on. I think that when there's no fans in the stadium, it's still really – it gives an advantage to a team that's more mature, that know the players inside and out. And when you put players in positions that they're not familiar with, that's going to hurt you. It's going to be all about communication. There's going to be sideline communication all day today. And so for me, Atalanta team total over 1.5 goals looks lovely.
Yeah, and even to really dig on Valencia a little more, Coquelin's lined up to he's going to be lined up to Daniel Voss. He's a midfielder from Denmark. He's literally he usually is an attacking midfielder. He's been subbing at fullback for them for a while now, and Valencia gives up a lot of goals partly to that. You're going to have Papu Gomez and Politano running that side against Coquelin and Voss, 2 players who don't even play those positions and are way out of their positions. No, give me that all day.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, you're giving me a team that averages about 3 goals a game. Now we're going to go on the road into a fixture with no fans. Know Atalanta knows 1 goal kills this tie. It's over. It's
Arsenal.
It's
we're in the same. Yeah, and listen, Arsenal had the same tie last season against Valencia, and we went in and beat them 3-4-1 as well at their stadium. Yes. And you can't score like Atalanta does.
Over.
Yeah, just give me that all day. Give me
I'm already cashing an Atalanta ticket today. I'm definitely going up a unit no matter what. So let's add on another one here.
Do you have anything else in that match?
Do
you have anything else on that one?
No, I don't. I don't have anything else. I love that look, man. I really do.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you that Valencia will score. I believe they're too good offensively.
I think so too. I think that both teams to score. I think that a really good parlay today. Let's say you're a parlay player and you want to have some fun today. I think that the best parlay that you could do between the two would be both teams to score and over 2.5 goals in Atalanta Valencia. Let's pull this up. Let's create this right now. Atalanta Valencia. And then I would take a shot at an under 3.5 goals in the other match.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. So both teams to score over 2.5 is minus 160 right now in Valencia Atalanta. And then combining that with, I don't know, Cody, what do you think? Either Tottenham plus 1.5 or the under 3.5 goals?
I'd say the under, I guess. I mean,
yeah, minus 186. There's plus 150. There's plus 150 right there. So unless Leipzig goes bonkers today, I think that you cash that one, and I think that both teams do find the back of the net, and it pushes over 2.5. Hopefully, with Valencia grabbing 2 for both of our sakes here. But yeah, plus 150 on that. That's not half bad.
No.
That's not half bad. But I think that's going to wrap it up here. I mean, actually, we still do have 7 minutes left.
So what? What was I going to say? Oh, Valencia, about them scoring goals. You know, you have experience as it gets in European football, and Kevin Gameiro in Champions League, lining up next to Rodrigo, the Spanish international,
Yeah.
who's going to go to Euros this summer and really probably lead that line, honestly. Those two link up well together. You have Parejo right in behind them. Kondogbia is a good midfielder as well. So I think they will get their goals. It's just they're not going to be able to keep them out. I see this one as a 3-1, 4-1 again to Atalanta, maybe 4-2, 3-2.
Keep in mind as well, the right winger, Ferran Torres, highly, highly coveted prospect right now. He's someone to pay attention to today. He is being coveted by a lot of Premier League sides. I know that Liverpool are linked with this guy. He's super young. He's like 20 years old. And he's the number 20, the right winger for Valencia. Yeah, man, this one should push over the total regardless of who's, in the stadium and who's not, really.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm on. Leipzig we took a while ago. So outside of that, I like, again, the over 3 goals. And I like Atalanta to pick them. That pick 'em's a blessing, in my opinion. I mean, at worst, they're going to draw. They're not losing this fixture. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, I think that Valencia. I think it's hard to bet against them here, though. I'd have to say I think that they could get back into this game. I think that they created more opportunities and more clear-cut opportunities in the first leg than what was originally thought. I think that could have finished easily 4-2, even 4-3.
At the same time, Atalanta should have had 2 or 3 more goals as well. Like they had very clear-cut chances at the beginning of that match. Ilicic missed a freaking one right in his feet in the last match. It should have been 1-0 early. So it's just really about who's going to get their chances and really take them and put the ball in the net. That's really what it's going to come down to in this one.
Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. This one, both teams will score over 2.5, -165. That looks like an absolute banker.
Really. I think that's going to be as well, if you're just looking at it as a neutral, I think that's going to be the more enjoyable match to watch, in my opinion. I feel
I'm kind of intrigued to watch it too with no fans. I'm excited to watch it with no fans in a sense, like just see what it's like, because then we have another match tomorrow in Dortmund PSG with no fans, and isn't that incredible?
Oh, I'll tell you, I watched the Inter Milan, their match. AC Milan. Sorry, the AC Milan match this weekend against Genoa. And I've never seen anything like it. It was the weirdest thing. You can just hear the players having conversations on the pitch.
I know.
It's actually pretty cool.
Like, it is.
Ibrahimovic missed a header late in the match, and you could hear him just yelling. It was incredible. Like, you don't get to hear that any other time. So I loved it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you can tell it sucks everything out of it, though. That's the energy out of the match. Yeah,
exactly why I'm pretty intrigued to watch that fixture, because what really sucks is I've got a couple like fun parlays in. At the beginning, just on teams to go through and whatnot. And the reason that I had PSG to go through is clear. We've talked about it. The Parc des Princes as being one of the most underrated stadiums to go to in Europe. And now there's going to be no one in the stands. That one really is a boost for Dortmund.
Yeah, that's killer.
Not so much.
And you can see it on the line movement. That thing went from -160. It's at -125 to 130 now. So
I know. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. I still think that PSG, though, should be able to get the job done. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. I will see you, though, Cody, at the halftime show. Please join us, folks, for a Bloker Joker pod halftime look here. We've been really successful thus far with the halftime looks. And catch you then.
All right, folks.